Good evening, this is Pankaj here. We are going to talk on future-proof your store with IoT. And the thing is, you need to start that from a J0. So I'll let you know why I'm going to discuss on this topic and why it is important for all the retailers here out. So definitely these charts give some of the information, and I'm sure you people are more expert than me to understand this. Okay, so I understand more onto the form of retail automation. So even though the e-commerce or online platforms are coming up, we are seeing the trends where offline retail or brick and mortar retails are still growing. In fact, the online retailers like Amazon and Alibaba, they are also doing good amount of offline retail. So it's true that it's not online, but the offline retail is the king of retail today also. Reasons you know better. I don't want to go into details of it because that is what the trend is showing today. Okay. So what is in-store automation means today? Okay, that is very important to understand what you want to automate into your store. So definitely you'll require to capture the customer touch points, which is very important. Why? Because customers coming to the retail stores. Capture information to enhance the customer experience, because definitely why they are coming to retail stores to get the experience, feel the experience and then buy. Reduce operational expenses, definitely, because you are competing with the online. So you need to do that to increase your profitability. Manage remotely than locally, because anyway pandemic has shown you that you cannot do everything by traveling. You need to manage that remotely. More from physical to remote auditing. So you cannot go store every day now. You have to do that. Automate the information and use the information for betterment. And the biggest challenge which we have seen, you have got one of the senior person called store manager. He's managing the operations. You need to move from that to managing the business. So the infographic shows the things which are changing. I don't want to go into detail, but that is clearly visible. In few days, certain technologies will not be visible at all and new technology will take up. You need to change, and if you do not change, you need to change in an unplanned way, which is not a good way to have. Okay, so definitely when we look at any of the activity, we focus on what is important. Yeah, definitely to open a retail stores, furniture, manpower, ERP, power, DG, everything is very important. We focus on that. Definitely you need to focus, because without that, you cannot open the store. But then we miss on the certain things which are very important today, and that needs to be taken care. So what and how to plan is very important aspect in doing the automation. So use IoT-based technologies which are available, affordable, easy to deploy, and everywhere the buzzword is going on, not just the buzzword, but is reality. You see everything is connected. So use IoT technologies. Every devices should be monitorable, because through IoT you can know each and every aspect of your store. You can monitor centrally. Every product should be integrable. Definitely, because you want to integrate together and get benefit out of it. Design system to save, which is maybe in the form of energy, in the form of manpower. So you have to design to save. You need to plan the internet connectivity, which is very important. And not just that, you need to make it foolproof. What is the speed requirement? What all different aspects in terms of hacking can come to. And capture as much as possible about the customer touch points, because that data is going to help. Online retail is just capturing that information, which is by design available to them. Everybody has got a user ID password when they logged in, what data view. In offline retail, that is not available. Okay, so definitely you need to plan advance. And you always start thinking then what to do about my old stores. So what my suggestion is, start with the new stores, because anyway you are growing with that. Old can be taken care all the time. So you don't miss on the new stores, start with that, then we can take care of the old stores. So it's like a bit detail in terms of just to add certain points to this. Okay, so if you see at the left-hand side, there are energy. So you've got a UPS, DG, AC, energy meters. So all are monitorable. You can measure the energy consumption each and every hour which is happening, whether my DG is in running or not, how much fuel it is there, my UPS is running or not, because that is all very important to make your store running, because if the lights are not there, your store is not running. Plus, definitely that is the place where you can save. On the energy cost, on the electricity cost, you can save if you are able to monitor and control. So you need to plan how these all aspects can be monitored together. Next point comes with the analytical data. You need to capture how many customers are coming in an automated way, where they are going inside the store, how they are moving, what is their age and gender demography. So these all information is possible to be captured today. You need to capture because that is very important information, and that can be centrally utilized to find out the demography across the India in terms of north region, how much customers are coming, when they are coming in morning or evening. That needs to be done, which is very, very important aspect. Safety security is another thing which is very important, because now you cannot have a security guard at each and every store. You can monitor centrally. In fact, banking has shown that most of the bank branches do not have a security guards, even they have money there. Everything is getting monitored centrally and getting actioned whenever any alert happens. So this can also be implemented in the retail store very easily. Networking, firewall, Wi-Fi is like every device is IoT, you need to use that out. So that is very important to plan that very well, select right equipments. The next comes up like a display, signage, electronic shelf label, RFID, see how that can be further enhanced. They can be centrally monitorable also. Okay, so these aspects needs to be considered and integrated together so that you get all the data together on a single dashboard that is monitored by your central team, or maybe the outsourced team like ours. Integrated Active Monitoring provides outsourced monitoring of all these activities to you. So now why plan early? Because if you do not plan early, you do in the haphazard way. It's just stressful. You can see clearly here, like it's a just indication that in a networking, आपको और कुछ लगेगा, extra cable डाल दिया, and you go to a haphazard way. So that is not good. That is very important that you, from a day one of the store opening, you teach your people right things, because otherwise you are changing a process after 6 months and say, now abhi kuch change ho raha hai. So unlearn and learn is very difficult task which needs to be followed. I heard time available, right? Because I see the red mark, that's okay, right? Okay, I'll anyway continue unless somebody interests me. Okay, so that is very important aspect to plan in early stages. Early stages, if you take a decision in terms of you open a new store, you got a data that for 1 full month after doing all the efforts, customers are not coming, you can take a decision to close the store itself. So that is possible only if you have a data, whether your conversions are not happening or your customers are not coming. That data, you cannot get it from security guards, which is counting. So you need to get that data in advance to take a decision, which is the right decision of closing the store also. So this data is very important, and if you do not plan in early stages, you will do like a haphazard way, the way it is seen on the screen. So this is what our infrastructure. So we provide these services across India, pan-India presence. We have done a deployment of these services at the early stage at multiple retailers. And I'll take a use case of one of the retailers which have recently done this activity with us. It's called Style Union. They recently started their 15 stores, all the store day one on automation. What the meaning of automation, I'll just explain you what they are getting out of this. So this is the dashboard which they are able to get. The dashboard clearly shows that all the data which are disparate, different data in terms of footfall count, in terms of energy, in terms of my temperature, in terms of where my energy consumption is happening, from where I'm getting energy source. All the data is visible on a single screen. And definitely now your store manager doesn't have to look after here and there. They get everything on a single screen, which is monitorable from a centrally. If any issue happens, maybe your temperature is not right, that will be taken care of by the central team, because they know the temperature has already extended, and you can take action in terms of increasing the number of ACs or finding out what the root cause of that is. This is another dashboard which clearly show, I just indicated a round mark indicating that the night consumption was high in a specific day. So that is visible on the pattern itself, because on other days the consumption is pretty normal, but on one day the night consumption was high. You can ask a cross question your store manager why. That why itself will give the lots of answers to you, and you can take required actions. End of the month, if you get a bill, it's of no use, because you cannot shout at anybody. Kya bolenge? Nothing can be told. But if you get that bill every day, every hour, it's actionable data. And that actionable data can save you 15% of the energy cost, which is quite high today. Some more things, you have got a AC CCTV installed. Anyway, CCTV, everybody thinks I'll look at the live data, or I'll have a 24/7 monitoring station where somebody will look at it. Nobody will look at the live data, and it's of no use. You cannot look at so many cameras together. So what we do, we use this data in the form of audit. You capture a photograph every 15 minutes, which is shown here. You get a full view of what happened in a day with analytical information, and then you can define your processes. Whether on my cash monitor, adequate people were there in these photographs, whether my store is clean, my merchandise are kept properly or not. Everything can be auditable, not for last day, but for full week or for full month. Plus, you can compare that data compared to last month. This month, any merchandise has been changed. This month, advertisement material has been changed or not changed. So this can definitely reduce your travel costs because you can do this auditing from remotely. And with the evidence, you can define your process and you can achieve this out. So these are the different OEMs which we work. So as IAM as a company, we provide this solution together in a single basket, integrate that together and provide an end result, which is nothing but these dashboards or actionable inputs, which are taken care by our team 24/7. We have got a presence across pan-India where we deploy these technologies for you. We help you to design, automate, and take benefit in the form of savings. These are a couple of customers who use our solution right now. The round count indicates their location. So which means we mainly do these activities for multi-location offices where I simply say that जहाँ पे मालिक नहीं है वहाँ पे हमारा system लगाओ. जहाँ पे मालिक है anyway he is able to take care. So in a multi-location we deploy this system and essentially all the data is available, which is monitorable, actionable. So if you have any queries, questions, you can ask, or we have a stall here out. You can definitely take benefit of understand what systems we provide. Thanks a lot.